We did talk about this on the morning show. I don't know. Well, of course you're familiar with Iyanla, Saint, whatever her name is. I do not know how to say that. Beloved. But she said that she did not attend her sister's funeral for different various reasons, and I'll pull that up. But was she right or wrong? Hey Pat, for not I'm sorry, not even her sister. It was her daughter that passed away. So let me get that right. So her eldest daughter died in 2003 from colon cancer, and her youngest Nessa passed away in 2023. So I guess she doesn't like funerals, but she speaks. Hey DJ Natural. She spoke on why she didn't attend her daughter's funeral, and I want you to take a listen. Was she wrong though? I mean, there are things that I don't like. I don't like the hospital. I don't like I definitely don't like funerals, so I don't know if I would not attend one of my, unless, anyway, hold on. Here's the audio, and let's get into it. Man, I just had to do a whole detour with this topic, because what in the what?
Just because of some of the things that was happening within your family?
Well, not in the family, with one particular grandson,
and she's on the Breakfast Club,
who was just out of his mind. And I know it was grief, but I wasn't going to put myself in jeopardy. I wasn't going to give him the opportunity to disrespect his mother by disrespecting her mother. And I didn't know what he might do. But I was a trigger for him. I knew I was a trigger for him. And I had to tell the truth about that.
How difficult was that for you?
Well, once I made the decision, because I made it from a place of love and care, I was okay with it.
Miss me with this
so I didn't have to go to the
funeral.
I went the day before. And I had my own thing with her. She was still going to be dead the next day.
Wait a minute now.
I didn't have to be there. You understand? The things that we do out of tradition, out of habit, that we don't even want to do.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'm too old. And I don't have wrinkles yet.
She said, and I ain't got wrinkles yet, beloved. All right, so that was whatever. How do you pronounce this lady name? Iyanla Vanzant. I think that's how you say her name. She was recently on the Breakfast Club and said she did not attend her daughter's funeral because she was basically protecting her peace. This was her youngest daughter, by the way. Was she wrong for how she felt? I'm trying to get Here we go.
Kind of
a clip with no music.
Just because of some of the things that was happening within your family.
Well, not in the family, with
but
one particular grandson, her youngest son, who was just out of his mind. And I know it was grief, but I wasn't going to put myself in jeopardy. I wasn't going to give him the opportunity to disrespect his mother by disrespecting her mother. And I didn't know what he might do. But I was a trigger for him. I knew I was a trigger for him. And I had to tell the truth about that.
How difficult was that for you?
Well, once I made the decision, because I made it from a place of love and care, I was okay with it. So I didn't have to go to the funeral. I went the day before. And I had my own thing with her.
Right.
She was still going to be dead the next day.
Damn.
I didn't have to be there.
Cold-blooded.
You understand? The things that we do out of tradition, out of habit, that we don't even want to do.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'm too old.
I mean, does she have a point, though? The things that we do out of tradition that we don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm with her. I am not... Like, funerals, I don't like funerals. Like, my grandmother passed, and that was just the worst thing that could have ever happened to my life. So seeing her laid up in that casket, really, oh my goodness. Yeah. But funerals, I don't like funerals. I don't like hospitals either. But what are some things that you feel like, you know, we do out of tradition that you might not necessarily want to do? Mama said, how do you not go to your daughter's funeral? Shaking my damn head. Sounds like she got some guilt. Babe said, sheesh. Was she wrong for not going to her daughter's funeral? She said that if she went, Hey, Trigger Trail. She said if she went to this funeral, that it would have disrupted, I guess, her grandson's peace. So she didn't want to do that to him. So she just, left herself out of the equation. But the fact that she was like, I mean, she was dead. She was going to be dead tomorrow. I was like, damn, beloved. Baby Barack says, I agree with Mama. You feel like it's her guilty conscience and that's why she's speaking on it? Hey, Trigger, I'm well. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to Discussions with Dee Dee Parker. We're talking about, whatever her name is, Iyanla Vanzant. Iyanla fixed my life. The lady used to be on Oprah and telling people about themselves. But she admitted that she did not attend her youngest daughter's funeral in 2023. Her daughter passed away from colon cancer. And she just sat down with the Breakfast Club. I guess people have questions on, like, how could you not attend? And usually the youngest is usually, like, the baby. So for her not to attend baby girl's funeral. But here she breaks down why she didn't attend.
Oprah, and you talked about your decision not to go to your daughter's funeral.
Yeah.
And you kind of put up your boundaries just because of some of the things that was happening within your family.
Well, not in the family, with one particular grandson, her youngest son, who was just out of his mind. And I know it was grief, but I wasn't going to put myself in jeopardy. I wasn't going to give him the opportunity to disrespect his mother by disrespecting her mother. Mm. And I didn't know what he might do. But I was a trigger for him. I knew I was a trigger for him.
Yes, we want to know, beloved.
How difficult was that for you?
Well, once I made the decision, because I made it from a place of love and care, I was okay with it. So I didn't have to go to the funeral. I went the day before. Mm. And I had my own thing with her.
Right.
She was still going to be dead the next day. I didn't have to be there. You understand? The things that we do out of tradition, out of habit, that we don't even want to do.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'm too old.
I mean, she got a point. The things that you don't want to do out of tradition. Like, if I never have to go to another funeral, I would be good with that. Or a hospital, I would be good with that. Like, I don't like hospitals. Okay? I don't like funerals. I definitely like seeing, I don't even want to think about that now because I still get emotional about that. Seeing my grandma laid up. Child, I don't want to, yeah. So, I mean, she has a point. Somebody said in the comments, I didn't have a funeral for my mother at all. Colored folks was mad, but my brother and I were happy. That's all that mattered. Funerals are for the living, not for the dead. And they said funerals, right, are supposed to be a celebration. You're supposed to celebrate when a person dies. And then I guess you're supposed to grieve when the child is born. Is that how that saying goes? Baby Rex, I agree with Mama Guilty Conscious. Mama said absolutely. Funerals always got some drama, LOL. Especially black funerals. Child, don't they? Pat said, I agree with your mama. You agree with Mama today. Mama said, why would the grandson have a problem with her being there? I know, beloved. We want to know, beloved. Isn't that what she be saying to the folks? Beloved. In her voice. Did she? I didn't know she used to be a crackhead. Mama said BS. And Ms. Lattimore said, what up, Tasha? We are talking about Iyanla Vanzant. She said she did not, or she breaks down why she did not attend her youngest daughter's funeral. Her youngest daughter passed away from colon cancer in 2023. So she kind of breaks down why she didn't attend the funeral. We'll go back over the audio in a second. Babe said, not gonna lie, it's deep. I get what she's saying. Can't even say nothing about this. Yeah, that's a deep one. Mama said, but who wants to go to a funeral? Nobody. But who wants to go to a funeral? Nobody. It's about respect. I think that's what you're saying. Hey, Tasha girl, happy Friday. And happy Founders Day to my Zeta, my finer women of Zeta Phi Beta. If you're a Zeta, happy Founders Day to you. I know my cousins Wakima and Quasia are Zetas. So big shout out to my cousins who are repping the finer women of Zeta. Anyway, so Again, welcome to Discussions with Dee Dee Parker. We do this every day at around 2-ish. Do I have anybody? Okay. Twitch is live and active. YouTube, thank you for the new subscribers. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow IG What It Do. We're talking about Iyanla. I think that's how you say that child name. Vanzant saying that she explains the reason why she did not attend her youngest. And thank you, babe. Yesterday was MLK's birthday. So he would have been 97 years old. So happy belated to MLK. I can't believe it. But it is MLK weekend for those. We still celebrating. Don't let them people in that office tell you we not. We still celebrating. So kids, if they make you go to school and they say it's not a federal holiday, you take that damn day off. We stay home. MLK Day. Anyway, back to the topic. So let me play this audio. And then I need to know if she's justified in her explanation. Again, I mean, I don't like funerals. So, I mean, this is a tough one. But here.
Your daughter's funeral?
Yeah.
You kind of put up your boundaries just because of some of the things that was happening within your family?
Well, not in the family, with one particular grandson, her youngest son, who was just out of his mind. And I know it was grief, but I wasn't going to put myself in jeopardy. I wasn't going to give him the opportunity to disrespect his mother by disrespecting her mother. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know what he might do. But I was a trigger for him. I knew I was a trigger for him.
What you did, beloved?
And I had to tell the truth about that.
How difficult was that for you?
Well, once I made the decision, because I made it from a place of love and care, I was okay with it. So I didn't have to go to the funeral. I went the day before. Mm-hmm. And I had my own thing with her. Right. She was still going to be dead the next day.
Wait a minute now.
I didn't have to be there. You understand? The things that we do out of tradition, out of habit, that we don't even want to do. Yeah. I'm not doing that. I'm too old.
The fact that she said that body was going to be there the next day, child, a part of me wants to holler because I'm like, she got quiet. She ain't going nowhere. But I'm like, it is disrespect. That's your youngest child, girl. Mama said, I didn't want to go to my mom's funeral, but for me, it was saying goodbye and closure on her death. I don't know, but everybody doesn't do. I promise you, Mama, I'm going. I may not want to, because it's going to happen. I may not want to go, but, okay? But, I mean, I get it. I don't like funerals. Seeing my grandma in that casket chair, was enough for me. Funerals and hospitals, y'all can have it. If you telling me you laid up in the hospital, I might have to send you some flowers, because I don't like hospitals. So, Tasha, girl, she said that body was still gonna be there tomorrow. Beloved. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but I mean, where's she going? Babe said the fire, though, she got alone time with her baby instead of with the fake people around and stuff. Right, she went the day before. She said it like she was I didn't get that from her. She said it like a pet dog. Baby, she said that body is gonna be there tomorrow, okay? But it's gonna be there. Tasha said, I go to certain funerals. Depends on who died and who else is going. Oh, Tasha, you need to know who is going to be in the building before you pop up. You one of them. You one of them. I hit you up like, Tasha, who going to be there? That's you, Tasha? I understand, girl, because I'm the same way. Who going? Who all going before I decide I want to go? Mama said she paid her respects the day before, so it was okay. Okay, so you giving her a pass now, Mama? She good? Tasha said, I almost died at a funeral, girl. Hell no, I gotta know who died. Why? And who else gonna be there acting up? Wait a minute, how did you almost die at the funeral? You gotta tell this story, Tasha. We got to hear this story. How did you almost die? How do you almost die at a funeral? I mean, black funerals, baby, because it's always something. At my grandma's funeral, I'm trying to think, was there drama? I probably was the drama, because I didn't like that their pastor. They had just converted over to a new pastor when my grandma passed away, and he you know, my grandma was feeling a new pastor, but when they had the service, the wait, and it was him and some gospel or choir girl talking about she wished these people would hurry up and leave. Baby, you ain't gonna disrespect my grandma. Yes, I was about to come to blows up in that church. Auntie, who be on here, she is strong as an ox, okay? Auntie used to be the skinniest thing, but she is strong as an ox, child. I don't know how tall Auntie is. Auntie got to be a good 6, maybe 5'11", but she's tall, strong. When I tell you she lifted me up and got me, snatched me up out that church so good. She said, not in my church, you ain't. But I just feel like you ain't. One thing's for sure, two things for certain. You was never gonna disrespect my family. Mama, grandma, stand on business about them. So you better go play with somebody else. I say that to folks all the time. Stand on straight business. So I love my grandma. My grandma was the sweetest thing ever. So yeah. What you mean you want us to hurry up? Baby, we was about to be the WWE up in there. We can go. And you gonna get dragged the hell up out this church with me. You and the pastor. I told my mama never to go back to that church. Because how could you say that to somebody? And my grandma paid her tithes and offerings, okay? She wasn't like that man in the Drewski skit when Drewski pulled off. I'm sorry. But, yeah, she paid her tithes and offering, child. So I'm like, not my grandma. And she's been a faithful member of this church. Rushing us? We won't do that. Not today. Tasha said, the deceased was a gang member. Oh, child. I just read the first line and I knew this story is about to be spicy. The deceased sisters are gang members. Ooh, child. And didn't like the baby mama. Ooh, child. The rival gang showed up at the funeral. It was a eppin' to be movie. It sounds like it. The deceased was a gang member. The deceased sisters were gang members. And didn't like the baby. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's a mess waiting to be happened, child. Oh, my goodness. How did that end? Just curious. But if I have any new folks to discussions with Dee Dee Parker, if I'm saying her name wrong, I apologize. But Iyanla Vanzant lost her daughter in 2023 to colon cancer. And she just recently sat down to share why she did not attend her daughter's funeral. And this baby girl, you know how the youngest get treated. Let's not act like we don't know how the youngest, that's the baby. So for her not to go to the baby's funeral, I need to know what kind of beef her and this grandson got. But take a listen.
You talked about your decision not to go to your daughter's funeral.
Yeah.
You kind of put up your boundaries just because of some of the things that was happening within your family.
Well, not in the family, with one particular grandson, her youngest son, who
he was
just out of his mind. And I know it was grief, but I wasn't going to put myself in jeopardy. I wasn't going to give him the opportunity to disrespect his mother by disrespecting her mother. Mm. And I didn't know what he might do.
You think so, Hillary?
But I was a trigger for him. I knew I was a trigger for him. And I had to tell the truth about that.
How difficult was that for you?
Well, once I made the decision, because I made it from a place of love and care, I was okay with it. So I didn't have to go to the funeral. I went the day before. Mm. And I had my own thing with her.
Right.
She was still going to be dead the next day.
Baby, it's that part right there. I didn't have to be there. Left that out.
You understand? The things that we do out of tradition, out of habit, that we don't even want to do.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'm too old.
She could have left that part out. That part makes her sound a little cold-blooded. Healing Hurt said, sounds like a cop-out. You think so? Why you feel that way? She doesn't want to hear what her actions... It's... Because, baby, don't she be hitting you with the... Beloved. In her voice. Beloved. However deep she got. Beloved. What you and your grandson got going on, sis? Where he would feel triggered enough to act a fool at his mama funeral. So something ain't right. Something not right. Not that I want to hear from the grandson, but something not right. Beloved. She said, how can you help fix lives when you deal, when she didn't heal her own home? Facts. She still was going to be dead. Yes, hi, Mo. Girl, it was the part where she said she still was gonna be dead the next day.
It's not. This is the thing. Okay, she is rooted and grounding on fixing people's lives, yay or nay.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But she did not fix home because she sounded like she made every excuse why she didn't help heal her daughters. Her son was lashing out for the mother. He was speaking out on his mother's behalf.
Yeah.
She died from colon cancer. Do you know what colon cancers come from?
Mm-hmm.
She held it in so long because, see, Iyanla, after you healed yourself, you didn't see the damage you caused before you got healed. You're only on the after side of it. Did you see how she did DMX?
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
You can't do somebody who you then had the same addiction as that man. She don't know what DMX went through. If you hear DMX story, he said while he was sleeping as a little boy, imagine your sleep pattern disturbed because a crazy woman comes in the room and decides to take her frustrations out on you and beat your ass. Could you sleep like that? You would not sleep peacefully like that, right?
No.
This is the grandson telling the grandma, you caused havoc to my mother. And you don't know what my mother went through. And she may have pushed that onto us.
Yeah.
She don't want to face her demons, but she want to fix yours, girl. Make it make sense, honey. See, these women don't ever see the them in the problem, but they can fix everybody else's problem. Bitch, fix you in the problem.
Wait, Mo, beloved.
I got your beloved because you're a fraud. You're a fraudulent activity because that's hypocritical. You can't tell me how to fix me, but you ain't fixed you.
Yeah.
Fix your own life, Iyanla, baby. You gotta fix you in it. You gotta take your L's in where cause that's your baby. You had to carry that baby. But whatever is in that drama, that trauma of whatever happened when she was giving birth to that baby pushed that onto her own. So the son is lashing out. See, women don't hear men because, oh, I'm going to keep my peace. But you disturbed everybody else's.
Do it again one more time, Mo.
I don't want to disturb my peace. You ruined your daughter's life and her kid, oh, he's running crazy.
Right.
It's your kid's bloodline. But you can fix everybody else. How can you fix a stranger?
Yeah.
But you can't fix home. My sister, who's a Gemini, I love my sister. She said, Mo, if you're going to decide to make this move, you moving, make sure you fix home first. I said, you right, Goldie, because if I don't fix Momo in this, Momo going to be doing it from it means well point of view, but it's still hurting people.
Yeah.
You can't be the philosopher of things when you don't know what your addiction caused. They don't fix themselves and the cause of all of the madness that's behind them, but now they got a new leaf in their life. Oh, I'm a new woman. Didn't we speak on the Oprah lady? Who brought Iyanla out to fix our lives? So again, pay attention to the company we keep because these women aren't teaching us to be women of God. They teaching us to be masculine women, meaning we don't need men. And I need a man the way I need my air to breathe.
I need my water. Okay?
Yeah. So to all those women that spread those narratives, pay attention to their lives.
I didn't even think about the connection.
You gotta see, I think further than the outs. You got Jay-Z on that side and you on the other. Why do you like Jay-Z?
Because he's a grinder.
A grinder. I'm not.
Yeah.
I like Jay-Z. I think he's a business-minded man.
Yeah, businessman. Yeah.
I love Jay-Z. That's my man. I don't have nothing against. I'm not in the business of gossip or drama.
Yeah.
I like Jay-Z. He's a chess player. He only plays chess. I too am a chess player. So he knows the pieces on the board the same way I do. That's why I like Jay-Z. But you got to understand, in that chess piece, you got a gang of pawns, but there's only one king and queen. And the job on that board is to protect your king at all costs. The queen can move more moves than a king, but once the king is cornered, checkmate. My king never get cornered, baby, because we gonna be the only one checkmating around this bitch.
Oh, and big shout out.
I love Jay-Z and Beyonce. I don't care who's on the run. See, that's what they did for hip hop. They don't even realize. People were so busy hating on their formula that they didn't see it opened avenues. Yeah. I'm a singer who actually raps too, like Lauryn Hill. So me and Lauryn Hill would sit by ourselves waiting for people to come. But Jay-Z was like, I'm going to give my baby girl that platform. So he did it the right way to give her the flavor of the hip hop. Because you got to know, hip hop has its own flavor.
Yeah.
But for a singer to get that, you know, she swagged it. She was like, oh, I'm a country girl with a New York man. So it's beautiful in how you compliment each other.
I was going to say shout out to Jay because he sat down and did an interview and was asked that people were, it was floating around to have dinner with Jay-Z or would you, I think it was $1 million.
It was 500,000.
Yeah. Jay-Z said, don't take no dinner with me. I done gave you the game.
Exactly. See, when you put a tangible amount on someone's brilliance, you shortchanged yourself.
Yeah.
Because it's the thing. That's a billionaire you getting the gems from to be a billionaire. You shortchanged yourself by taking half a meal. You didn't even want the other half of the meal. He was giving you.
Oh, he said, don't do no meal with me. He said, take that money. I gave you the. Yeah.
I would still take the dinner because, see, it's now 2 billionaires at that table. Jay-Z and Beyonce. What's better than 1 billionaire? They got a whole family of billionaires. Blue Ivy is a Capricorn. That's my baby because I'm a Cap. So I pay attention to my Capricorns because they're brilliant. Denzel's a Capricorn. LeBron James. We got Michelle Obama. We got some gems in our Cap. Tyrese. Okay. We got Tank. I got a gang of gems in my Capricorn, but I don't just, I'm team everybody winning. That's what it looked like.
Absolutely. Hold on, Mo, let me read these. Tasha said, I bet her is a grandson directly, probably with the mama. Mama said, why was she triggered? I think she did some nasty-ish to her daughter. Did she? Pat said, sounds like it's more to that. Tasha said, grandson had with how she her daughter. Mama said, right, so not accountability. Ms. Adamora said, so right. Mama said, I told you the crackhead for saying she was
I don't knock people for their addictions. This is what I'm saying in it. You cannot miss past your house and go to the next door neighbors and give them what you should have fixed in your own home. She can give us gems all day and make it sound good. Yeah. But at the end of the day, your grandson told on you. Wow. Because the grandson is the product of whose environment? Grandmother, mother, and grandson. Who was here first?
Iyanla.
Grandma Iyanla fixed my life.
Beloved.
She can still mend her grandson in her relationship because the mom is not here. She can't bring her baby back, but she can mend the relationship with her grandson by forgiving herself for copping out and not going to show up. Because yes, the reason why crackheads get the bad rep is because we know y'all stole to get your fix. We know what y'all did to get your fix, and you don't know what you did in it, but now you're healed in it. You don't know the damage that but as us, we supposed forgive you for not being in your right mind when you were on that demon. Because it goes both ways. We can't hold on to grudges. It hurts us, it kills us, and it puts us in the box, in that casket. No one wins when we get in that casket. You understand that?
Yeah, yeah.
So if we're alive today, anything I've done to offend you, I can say, I'm sorry, please forgive me. If her pride and her ego and her stubbornness is in the way, she is not certified to help anyone's life be fixed.
Mo, let me ask you a question. As the grandparent, should she have been a bigger person?
Yeah, maturity. Yesterday we talked about this.
Yeah.
If you can't be mature in this, she's not healed. She don't hear herself saying these excuses, but we all can hear her. She may think it sounded cute and funny and clean, but we heard the underline. Your baby's body laying there was like a dead dog. That's how the body will still be there. It's not about the body, baby. It's what it represented, her life. And you were supposed to show up as a mother grieving a child. That's what my other side of it does. Healing Hurting Women is the ministry for women who lost their children. My mother-in-law will never get her grief until she gets her justice. Her son was killed and they never solved his crime.
Jesus.
So she's still walking around, who killed my baby? Iyanla could have fixed her piece in that and say, baby, please forgive me for grandmother had a past that was so hard on myself.
Yeah.
Because clearly, no, because usually an addict of crack especially, she had a hard life.
Yeah.
So we don't know what she's been through. But if we've given her grace, why did she call her grandson crazy? You dismissed him. If you want to fix my life. You didn't hear his cry for help. Grandma, my mama said you did this to me and her. She didn't hear that because she's too busy stuck on who hurt her and the reason why she was on drugs. If you can't fix you and why you started your addiction, how can you help us heal?
Right.
The way she did DMX, he had her addiction. Would you want to be treated like that?
No.
No. She didn't get it because somebody hurt her. It must have been a masculine, a male figure, because I don't know this lady and I don't know her story. All I know is the gist of the little that she just said. How can you fix lives when yours needs some fixing?
And the fact that she openly admitted, like, nah.
She's a public figure. Do you get that part?
I mean, I get it, but you didn't go to your baby girl's funeral because some stuff.
Don't she sound like a hypocrite, though, right?
Yeah, some stuff you
have. So again, she's going to lose credibility because we seen your underlining truth. You ain't wrapped up how you say you are. So how can you give that advice?
Hold on. Mo said, I'm asking, what if she tried and refused her apology and forgiveness?
Okay, this is where everybody likes to do this thing. She has to own up to her accountability. Because if she don't, why would I listen to you now? You don't take your own advice. So she's a hypocrite because she wants to fix you and me, Dee Dee, but her grandson said, you messed us up. How can you fix everybody out there in the world, strangers, when you messed up home? But she don't let them see her part in what got her on the addiction in the first place. She needs to be vulnerable and say, baby, this is what happened to grandma. Once she can open up to grandson, grandson will see her. Oh, grandma just human like us. But the way he see her, grandma trying to fix everybody like she need to fix us. Get it? Has she ever sat down with grandson to fix his life?
Has she ever sat down with any of her family? So she has another show that's getting ready to come back on I believe it's today. But new folks talking about Iyanla. Did I say it right?
It's Iyanla.
Thank you, Vanzant. She speaks on she tries to explain why she did not go to her daughter's girl. Let me play this clip.
No excuses. She
Hopped on,
copped out.
and then I want to read the comment because this woman said she did not have a funeral. So take a listen. Hold on, come on. Hold on.
The boundaries because of some of the things.
There's an echo.
Not in particular grandson, her youngest,
There you go, boo.
was just out of but I wasn't going to put myself in jeopardy. I'll give him to disrespect his mother by disrespecting her mother.
Are we still breaking
I didn't know
up?
what he might do, but I was a trigger for him. I knew I was a trigger for him, and I had to tell the truth about that. How difficult was that for you? Well,
Mom, mute your phone for a second.
Once I made the decision, because I made it from a place of...
Hold on, I'm gonna run this back for you. Is the sound better with Mo muted? Let me know.
You kind of put up your boundaries, just because of some of the things that was happening within your family.
I can hear it.
One particular grandson, her youngest son, who was just out of his mind. And I know it was grief, but I wasn't going to put myself in jeopardy. I wasn't going to give him the opportunity to disrespect his mother by disrespecting her mother. And I didn't know what he might do, but I was a trigger for him. I knew I was a trigger for him. And I had to tell the truth about that. How difficult was that for you? Well, once I made the decision, because I made it from a place of love and care, I was okay with it. So I didn't have to go to the funeral. I went the day before. And I had my own thing with her.
Right.
She was still going to be dead the next day.
That's crazy.
I didn't have to be there. You understand? The things that we do out of tradition, out of habit, that we don't even want to do.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'm too old.
She said the things that we have to do out of tradition. But Mo, this woman said, I didn't have a funeral for my mother at all. Colored folks was mad, but my brother and I were happy. That's all that mattered.
Isolated incidents, y'all. Isolated incidents. This woman goes around fixing me and you problems. And this is her personal life problem. And if you listen to her words, how would she be able to tell herself on herself? Because if I'm hearing this correctly, it sounds like all excuses. She knows she's a trigger to her grandson, but the question is why? Why are you a trigger, Grandma? You supposed to be baking me cookies, Grandma. You supposed to be loving me, Grandma. How could Grandma be the trigger? It'll make sense one day, but she has to accept that she said those words. Sometimes we have to eat up what we say. That's almost like people who go back and forth with it. Those are your first thoughts, right?
Yes.
Because now she's going to try to clean it up, right? We heard you the first time. Your body of your daughter was just a body. It was a shell. She wants respect. Respect is earned, never just given. She's so high up on her horse of understanding because she's gotten so much praise for helping everybody that her family is still hurting from her actions long ago. So when she understands and accepts where she went wrong, she will understand. Stop saying your grandson was out of his mind. Because no, what did your grandson say to you? She ain't hearing to the son. She's only hearing to the trigger in herself. Oh, they're mad at me. They mad because you did something, baby. Usually people have a reason to be mad, right?
Yeah.
So when she understands it, she won't be so dismissive or insensitive on her grandson's mother, which is her daughter, and just say it's like a dead body, like a deer on the side of the road. Oh, the dead body will be there tomorrow. I'll go pick it up whenever.
I was like, damn, that's bold. But the fact that she said she's a trigger for her grandson, and she knew that going to the funeral would trigger him. I mean, the funeral is a time to pay your respects. What would make him get out of character at a funeral? at a funeral. That's
probably her doing that Still I Rise bullshit. He know that she's phony on it. You can't go anywhere dressed up in a costume, because when you go home and take that costume off, those people there see you for truly who you are. So she's making the world look at her grandson, which is her bloodline, which is her family, like he's the problem.
Yeah.
But he's saying, you the problem. So if she knows she's the problem and the trigger, why can't she fix the problem so she don't trigger her grandson? Because the Bible does say, honor thy mother and thy father on the earth. But it also says, parents, don't provoke your children. So if Iyanla's provoking mama and grandson, she has not healed in it. She sounds very prideful in that statement. Well, because honestly, they say I'm tired of doing. You tired of what? What are you tired of?
She said she's
tired of having to fake your existence in a world that doesn't exist, because that's the picture you paint. So what I want her to do is say, Dr. Iyanla Vanzant, I need to fix my own life so that I can have a better relationship with my grandson, so he can heal the grief of his mother and the reassurance of grandma that I did change, baby. I am not who I was. She has to mean what she says in herself. Truth in that. Because if not, she's a liar and a hypocrite.
You know what I'm noticing though, Mo? Because the man, his name is Carl. We'll just call him that. We'll call him that. We're not, and I would think as an adult he would be the big person and try to make things right, but he hasn't. And I kind of feel like where she's at with it, I'm at peace with it. You understand what I'm saying? Because I feel like you're the parent. I did nothing to you as the child. You feel like I did something to you, but I did nothing to you as a child. I feel like as a parent, you should make it better.
And you're absolutely right. I am a mother, I am a grandmother, and I am a daughter. I do not hold anything accountable to my mother because I know my mother's past. Mm-hmm. Me and my mom have healed and loved, and we love because we talked about what hurt me. She was able to have that talk. And she apologized and said, Mo, I didn't see it from your point of view. Iyanla won't see her grandson's point of view because she will then have to see herself in it. When she chin checks herself in it, she can get past that pride and ego and say, dang, that's what I look like on drugs? My bad, baby. Let me do this over, because she'll be mending the broken hearts. She can't do it for her daughter. She gone. Yeah. But for her grandson, it's a new leaf turn. But she has to want it for herself. When she sees the problem in it, she'll become not the trigger anymore. She walks around like that's a badge of honor. Yeah, I'm the trigger, so let me not go around. That doesn't make sense. Because like a gun, the bullets in there only get triggered if you shoot it, right?
Yeah.
So she's walking around knowing she's a trigger, but instead of fixing herself within to not be the trigger, but she's teaching us this, y'all. I'm teaching y'all something in it. You got to practice what you preach. Absolutely. Because if not, she's a fraudulent activity. And that is the truth in it.
Baby,
that's a big... Would you go to a surgeon that ain't never been to medical school?
Hell no, I done been around.
Okay, but what is she doing in that? She's messing with the mental. You get that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody deals with mental illness because you can't see it. Yeah. You can only see the actions on a person. But she said, oh, my grandson going out of his mind. Why your grandson out the mind, baby? Answer that. Because he lost his mother. So be a mother to your grandson. Yeah. Maybe she don't know how to be a mother, y'all.
And that might have been what the issue was with the younger daughter.
Because did that sound like nurturing motherly advice?
No.
That sound like get over that shit.
Not for
That's
you,
what it sounds like.
right? And say, oh, well,
Wipe your eyes. Get over it.
Gonna be there tomorrow, basically.
So a lot of us have been told get over it for so long. We don't know how to get over it because it hurts.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying in it.
Mama said she sounds very angry about something. Grandma, you supposed to be fixing my life, LOL. Joey K. Sometimes our crown is shining, but our kingdom is suffering. Say that again, Joey. Uh, Mama said she ain't fixing nothing. And Joey Cake said, in this situations don't happen overnight, but you have to start somewhere. You do.
It starts with self. It starts with self.
And
like the airplane say, put the oxygen mask on you first before you go putting it on someone else. She needs to breathe that out. Because that just sounds like she's still hurting. It didn't sound like a peaceful place she said that. If the Breakfast Club sounds like to your answer, they telling you sound crazy in it.
I mean, the fact that she ain't going nowhere. I was like, damn, that's cold blooded. Like, that ain't spoken like you loved your daughter. That ain't spoken like a mama.
It didn't sound like she was grieving at all. It sounded like it's just, so that's why I said, I'm defending the situation by saying, not picking on Iyanla, because I know she needs some healing in it, but she has to understand we can hear her too. Them thoughts ain't in your mind. You thought that out loud and spoke it. It may have been your truth, but your grandson heard you talk ill on his mom and heard you say he's out of his mind. So you spoke ill on my name and my mom. So she could have helped heal that situation with just the gesture of I'm learning to heal. Still, this is a process. She chose those words.
Yeah.
So how can she choose choice words for us to listen to? Why don't she take that same advice?
Facts, girl. Mama said, my son is angry all the time. I do nothing but love him. Baby Barack said, everybody that came out of that Oprah camp are weirdos that can express themselves via their money and platforms, i.e. Tyler Perry with his drag queen. Mama said she sounds bitter about something.
She does. See, I like your mom's point of view because she can catch it too. See, you can play people if they not smart, knowledgeable of situations. Gullible people will eat it up because it sounds good.
Yeah.
But you gotta practice what you preach in it. Testing the spirits, meaning, does this lady act like this out of the camera action, or is this just a show? So that's the thing in it. She needs to really understand she's picked up a platform of people really taking her mental thoughts into consideration and how they apply their life day to day. And look how she handled her own personal situation.
Right.
I couldn't do it. So I had to, girl, me singing songs, I had to pay attention to the words I was singing.
Yeah.
This, being an influential person, it's a very hard job because you gotta watch everything you say to not offend nobody.
Baby, don't I know it?
But look at how she offended her own personal family. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If I say that to my kids, like, my kids will look at me crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it was the fact that, like, I mean, her body, I mean, she not going nowhere. The body gonna be there tomorrow. Damn, sis.
It was just so insensitive, and I don't think she heard. Maybe she needs to listen to it again and hear it and say, dang, that did sound insensitive. My apologies. That was my hurting speaking out, projecting out. Because she could spin that twist. But if she bypass it and make the grandson the bad guy, she's projected it onto somebody else.
But isn't that what women we tend to do? I'm just saying. Isn't that what we tend to do though?
That's
Joey,
immaturity though. That's childish behavior.
hey OC, we're talking about say Mo Iyanla
Iyanla, fix my life.
Talking her daughter's funeral. Joey Cake said, great point. Also, grandkids can be conditioned to feel some type of way about a family member. My mom and grandma had a toxic relationship, but my grandma was very loving to me. I really only judge people by how they treat me. I can't live through your bad experiences with someone.
And that's how it's supposed to be. We all become prejudiced because you got to think about this. She needs to look at it from her grandson's point of view, and she may not see it because in her mind, no one protected her.
Yeah.
So this is what it is. Her grandson was projecting out because he felt his mother's pain.
Right.
Do you love your mama? Will you fight for your mama?
Baby.
Okay.
Baby.
So grandson is fighting for mama. She has to see that. Why is he fighting me? What did my daughter speak on my name? So they can get that bond. They just have to get the understanding. Once they can communicate, but she got to be a willing participant. Basically, in that nutshell, did that sound dismissive?
It did. Very dismissive.
But who are the people in her life? That was her blood daughter, came out of her, and her grandson who came out of her, who came out of her. This ain't a stranger. These are her bloodline she's doing this to. But we go sit in front of her and tell her our whole story. I wouldn't tell that lady nothing about me.
Let me tell you. I think I'm like, if you could treat a friend like that, you could treat a family member like that. I'm a stranger. What the hell will you
these came from her. She's the pusher out of the mother. So if that doesn't sound nurturing, she don't get where she's not a nurturer. You cannot do the job she's doing if you're not a nurturing spirit. You got a nurturing spirit because you know what nurturing spirit comes from? Understanding a person. You know people. Your mom could do it. Me, you, your mama could do a better job at fixing people's lives only because we practice what we preach. We don't go around saying, Dee, I'm going to fix your life today. No. I encourage Dee to fix her own life. It's her life to live. That's all I do. But I don't tell you how to live Dee life. Dee only know her thoughts.
Okay. And two, like, I won't say because I've always been on a God journey. I mean, starting back from when I was a kid, my grandma take me to church on Sundays. Started going as a family, right? But I feel like my walk now is getting closer back with God. So the things that you hear from God, like you said, you cannot surround yourself around everybody because it ain't for everybody.
Because you okay, if you surround yourself with people that are lost, you will eventually be lost in it. Because where are they going? Where are the lost leading you to? Let's be honest. So in the Bible, it says the love of money is the root of all evil.
And I love money.
So if Dr. Iyanla Vanzant came from the leadership of Oprah Winfrey, and everybody knows her to be what?
Yeah.
Caked up, right?
Yeah, money.
But in that cake, you still want to treat people with love and kindness, right?
Absolutely.
So they're no better than how they talking about Puffy and his money situation, that because Puffy had money, he was treating people like peasants. They do it and nobody bats an eye. But when a man does it, they get because you know why? Because men are supposed to know better. They're the leaders. And they supposed to look like us. So when they're allowing a woman to lead them and get them lost, they gonna get left behind. So when I spoke up for men, I was saying to them, you guys are allowing an Iyanla to fix your life, and she's screwing you up more than she's helping you because she's not fully healed.
Yeah.
Like Dee said yesterday, he would like to see someone fully healed so they can show representation. She's afraid. She's fear. If you got God in your spirit, it's a peace. Yeah. Can't nobody disturb.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she's going to predict the future saying, if I show up, I'm going to be the trigger. How do you say? You might have been the savior for that grandson to finally cave in and hug you and say, I get to do this. But you robbed him of that because you said, in your mind, I want respect. I want this. So she's still stuck on her ways. And if you stuck in your ways, she didn't see the whole picture of what it is. That baby just scared and needs somebody to project to. And if she knew all of this, she should have been there with open arms. It's gonna be okay, baby. She didn't know how to do that.
She did not. And I guess the point I was trying to make about my spiritual journey is, I believe in God, but I don't ever try to like push it on to people. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know we're supposed to recruit and save souls, I'm not to that point yet. Because Carl, I grew up around him, and to me, he was a holy hypocrite.
So, my father's name is Carl, so I'm laughing. He passed away, so that's
with that name, Carl.
Those Carls.
They need to fix Carl. Every Carl need to go to whatever her name is.
But and you know, you're right. Anyone who tells you, just like I told you about her, because it's going to go all the way around. Yes. If a person's not practicing what they preach, it takes a Dee Dee Parker to now look inside of her to say, what is it about Carl that I keep being around that I know he's not? What are you trying to find in Carl to say, I got you, you hypocrite? You want to put him on blast?
He would be out there preaching, and then be one way on the outside, and then we get in the house. I'm like, this ain't no Jesus God man like.
Do you know when people preach like that? Because they believe that in themselves, that's what they want to be. Mm-hmm. You're always gonna act in a way you wish you could be. It's just acting. But if he's not that way behind closed doors, he needs to sit in the mirror and look at himself and see what is it that he's lacking. Because usually it's just confidence of knowing I am the practice that I preach. It's just practicing, discipline. But a lot of people don't discipline themselves in the practice they preach. You can't be an example if you're not doing the work yourself.
And that's what that was the point that I was trying to make. He was
Carl would be considered a hypocrite if he's pointing out everything in you, but not pointing. It's in the Bible too, because it says, take the plank out of your eye before you take the speck out of your eye before you take the plank out of yours. So
he would try to lead with Christ. And then, like I said,
well, everybody tries to lead with something because they know it's something to lead with. But if you gonna lead with Christ, can I tell you something?
Go ahead.
You have to lead that life every day. That's something you cannot push down. So when I took my calling, girl, it ain't easy.
Yeah.
Because the old me had to be dead and gone.
Yeah. And that's the part.
The old me was quick to anger.
Yeah, I'm still struggling with that part. Because I know I have to put away my old ways. And I'm like, I know we ain't got a lot of time.
But it's just you against you, because this is the thing. When I took my journey, I just said to this, I want to go to heaven. So I'm not letting nobody pull me down to hell.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're on, hell on earth. Because if you could go around and cause havoc for someone's life just because you haven't found your peace, that's a miserable person. And usually misery loves company. I don't keep company.
And look at this miserable person on Twitch. Kilmore said, you look brain dead. What do you look like, Kilmore? Hiding behind Twitch. Please.
Who looks brain dead?
They said me. Because you're not on Twitch, boo. Yeah. They said me.
No, you just was listening. That's what it was. When you're listening, you're focused because you hear with both your ears.
Yeah.
Women listen with their mouths to hear the next thing they want to say to defense. We like to debate.
Yes.
Because we want to be right in something, because in our mind, they've allowed us to say they've taken our rights from stuff. No one can take our rights away. So women have to know we weren't the problems if we aren't causing the problems. But when we're the problem, we supposed to fix the problem.
Gilmore, and you need to get a life. You're on my Twitch telling me what
But you're ignoring that one because that's an immature bully.
Yeah, this is
a devil. But tell Kenmore to say it to my face.
Yeah, say it to my Gilmore.
Exactly.
Guess what? I got a man, and guess what? My man like it. What are we talking about? You need to get a life.
before I block you.
It will be somebody like that who needs to fix their life, but will come projecting it on us. They don't even know that we really talk.
Speaking on God. You mad because we speaking about God? You need some Jesus in your life. I'm going to pray for you, Gilmore. Have a nice day. Mama said she sound like a Newport smoker bringing them damn cigarettes and stuff. Tasha said, if I show up to my Aunt May house and tell her she looked like she's still on crack, I'm going to be a trick. She's going to get
your mama gonna get him too. See me, your mama gonna show up like, what you say about my baby?
Right. She's so mad. She's gonna get mad at the accusations that she's gonna go do a little crack. To calm down. Wait a minute. Not gonna do a little crack. Block you. I don't even know what you look like, and you're over here talking shit to me on my Twitch. You're a. We're not gonna say that word because I'm not trying to get canceled. Go kill yourself. How about that? That's what you could do. Yeah, and my gap is fine. Guess what? I got a man. Do you? Or do you even like women?
Okay. When we learn that projection is the word of the day, everyone has something to say, but they will never say it to our face.
You're a devil, a devil, a devil, a devil. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. You're a devil. Anyway,
that's what it is.
Yeah, it's a devil. I rebuke. Yeah, can't work. Somebody said, "Go to hell and leave her alone." Thank you, Joey Cake. Some people practice what they preach. Others simply practice preaching. And yes, Joey Cake's mama said right. And Tasha said, Tasha laughing. These folks, like, if you ain't got no man, you don't need to be telling me nothing I need to do.
I told you, Misery Love Company. They want to keep us in their company. We don't want to be part of them.
I don't need makeup. Okay? I'm good. We good over here. My man likes it. Maybe your man would like it too, if that's what you like, Kilmore, because you might be into those type of things. No, it's 2026. I get it. Why you over here trying to check me about my makeup?
We ignore the BS because that's all they got to do.
Yeah, you probably are.
While we're changing
that lives. Sounds about
we're
right.
The new Iyanlas. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You probably are one of them trying to check me about what I got on. No, I was born a woman.
And that's the thing about it. We get defensive instead of just handling it at hand. And that's the thing. We all are messed up in some way or another.
I told you
no one should be able to say, I'm going to fix your life, but it's got to start with home.
Exactly.
So I'm praying, this is the message I'm sending. I'm praying that Iyanla can see the error in her ways and just fix that relationship with her grandson.
Yes.
Because she still has time. But talking about him doesn't help the situation. It just makes you look guilty in it.
But Kilmore said, Shorty on the phone sounds hella fat. Go say it to her face. You want her IG? It's healing her. And I promise you won't want none of them problems with her.
I lost.
Yeah. You don't want none of them problems with her, Kilmore. Yeah, you don't want none of them problems. But you could go look her up. Her name is Healing Her on IG. I wish. Go say that to her. I promise you, it won't end well for you. Kilmore, thank you, E. Mama said, is that a female? And she said, only a sassy man wants to argue on the internet. Tasha said, the conversation ain't even about Dee Dee, so how you trying to come for her? Ain't nobody.
It's just people seeking attention.
And
they want the little 5 minutes of fame. Don't give them that little energy.
Yeah. Right.
I block and ignore people who say ignorant stuff because bottom line at the end of this conversation, that grandson is the one that's hurting. He lost the mama out of all of this. So if Iyanla can't see that, then she will be forever marked as the one who could have saved her grandson and chose to dismiss him. So again, all I'm saying is you can't be in her limelight and do what she do, but in her own personal life, be dismissive to the problem at hand. That's all I said in it.
Exactly.
So if that sounds bad, then she can say it to my face and I'll explain to her what I'm saying to her face, what I'm saying in it, what it looks like for the world to see, baby girl, that you can't fix nobody's life till you fix home. And that grandson of yours is mourning his mother. So where does he go for the motherly support he needs because your daughter is gone? So do you step in and fill in them shoes, or do you cower out and do nothing about it and go on tour and act like it didn't happen? That's all I'm saying. So if that sounds bad, then tell whoever that got a problem with it, I'm right here. Because I'm not a punk. That's one thing about it.
That's what I'm saying.
I think that's what people think.
You talking on Twitch, like,
yeah, they can Twitch, switch. It don't matter, girlfriend. Because understand this, they won't say it to our face.
Join the line of haters that hate, boo. You're one of many. Thank you for being. Clown, you probably need to put a wig on, okay?
Projection.
I'm sure you like what I like.
They project the hate because all we doing is showing love.
No,
we're showing love to where the love is due. That grandbaby need prayers right now because he lost the mama, and Iyanla need to get out of her way and pray for her grandson. That's it. If she really loves the Lord like she says she do.
Right. Baby Brock said, tell that petty broad we don't get down like that. This dysfunctional clique rides for ours, so tread lightly. Bro, Kilmore, go have a great day. Have a great Friday. It's MLK weekend, and Martin Luther King was about peace.
Peace.
You need to get some peace about your life.
But he a Capricorn, so we about peace first.
Individual. So you have a nice life, okay? We're not answering you anymore. Oh wow, who beefing on Twitch? Invite them to Kilmore. You're absolutely, again, Healing Hurt, and I am Dee Dee Parker. Find us, please. I encourage you. I encourage you to find me on IG. I encourage you. If you bad enough, find me on IG. I would love to have a conversation with my gap tooth and all, baby. That my man loves. Okay, I'm done. Tell them thank you and block them. Tasha said, I'm from Texas, Healing Hurt from Cali, and Dee Dee, I'm from New York / Atlanta. Really ask yourself, is this what you want? Okay, let's do final thoughts, because Mo, I ain't got time for these. If you ain't grown,
we doing mature, grown conversations.
Yeah.
They need Iyanla to fix their life.
You see how when you talk about the love and the goodness of God, how the devil gets mad?
Yeah.
Woo! The devil. It's okay if you angry.
Because the truth is finally coming out. That's all it is. We setting the truth free because it is really true. The truth sets us all free.
You're a devil, and I'll be praying for you. Okay? That God heals your soul.
Demons. Rebuke them demons in the name of Jesus.
Yes, I pray that God heals your soul. But it's all good. Final thoughts, Mo, because we were having a good conversation, and then here comes the devil.
Because they felt left out in it. Do they need us to fix their life over there?
Okay,
what's going on in that world?
But you better not come for Mo like you trying to come for me, because I promise you, Mo don't. That's another one. She another. She's not saying it. I'm saying it for her because I know her. Yeah. You don't want them problems.
Yeah. They don't want the smoke.
Please follow me, Kilmore. You said you checked out my IG, because please comment on a picture. I can't wait. Comment on my picture. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. You funny on Twitch with Twitter fingers or Twitch fingers, but I bet you won't. Anyway, final thoughts. Y'all have a fabulous and blessed MLK weekend. Some of y'all are off for the weekend. And like I said, it is still a holiday. Don't let them people in that White House fool you. We are still celebrating. You hear what I'm saying? MLK.
That's right.
I'm going to pray for your peace because you a devil. Baby Brock said final thoughts. Let us play in our lane and haters stay in their lane. They mad at y'all because they ain't y'all. Much respect to you, queens. Thank you, Kilmore, because you got my Twitch lit. All in a day work. So I appreciate you, boo. Healing Hurt, I told you.
I love you.
The Christian in me, it's in them.
But it's just us every day at a time. But at least you're open to fixing you, because that's where it starts, Dee Dee. When people deny their delusion and only focus on your problems, then they're not seeing them and their problems. So you can't heal someone if you aren't healed yourself.
Exactly.
You got to work on you first. So that's it. It's a daily mercy and grace on yourself.
And every day, I'm thankful.
So good job, Dee Dee. I'm proud of you.
For haters like Kilmore.
You gotta ignore the haters only hate because they can't relate.
Thank you, Kilmore. You're a cornball. You won't say it on IG, bro.
He just wants love, so we're gonna love him.
Comment so we can get it cracking, boo. This ain't what you want. Don't let this shit fool you. Okay, I'm done. Y'all have a nice
See, that's the East Coast. The West Coast, I'll be like, I'm going to the beach. I ain't got time for this.
Because we can get this shit cracking.
I go take a drive in the coast when I get toast.
Shit. Okay, bye, y'all. I'll see y'all later.
Love you.
Happy Friday, y'all.